In the heart of a forgotten town, there stood a house with a dark history. Locals spoke in hushed tones of a haunting melody that drifted from its windows, luring unsuspecting souls into its depths. Emily, walking down the empty street. She pauses as she hears the faint strains of music coming from the house. Curiosity gets the better of her, and she approaches the house. Emily had always been drawn to the mysterious and the unknown. As the haunting melody grew louder, she felt compelled to investigate. Inside, the house was frozen in time, as if its former inhabitants had simply vanished. The melody seemed to echo through its halls, leading Emily deeper into its mysteries. Emily follows the sound of the music to a room where an old music box sits on a dusty table. The music is hauntingly beautiful, yet tinged with a sense of sadness. The music box played a haunting melody that spoke of lost love and broken promises. Emily was captivated by its melancholy tune, but she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. Suddenly, the music stops, and Emily is enveloped in silence. She hears a faint whisper, barely audible, but filled with sorrow and longing.
Who's there? Anyone here?
There is no response. Emily's heart races as she looks around, her eyes wide with fear. Emily felt a presence in the room, a cold chill that sent shivers down her spine. She knew then that the stories were true, that the house was haunted by a restless spirit. Emily tries to leave, but the door slams shut, trapping her inside. She turns back to the music box, her hands trembling as she reaches out to touch it. The music box starts playing again, its melody more intense and foreboding than before. Emily backs away, her eyes wide with fear.
Oh, I'm scared. Please let me go.
The music box seemed to have a life of its own, its melody weaving a tale of love and betrayal that echoed through the house. Emily explores further, discovering old photographs and letters that hint at the tragic story of a young woman who had lived in the house long ago. The young woman had been in love with a musician who had promised her the world, but his promises were empty, and he had left her heartbroken and alone. As Emily reads the letters, she feels a deep sense of empathy for the young woman. She realizes that the spirit is trapped, unable to move on until her story is told, and she softly says,
"I'm sorry. I'll help you find peace."
Emily decides to help the spirit by finding a way to break the curse. She searches the house and discovers a hidden room in the attic, where the musician's old violin lies covered in dust. Emily knew what she had to do. She took the violin and played a haunting melody, matching the tune of the music box. As Emily plays, the house shakes, and the walls seem to breathe. The spirit appears before her, a faint figure bathed in a soft, ethereal light.
Oh dear, thank you so much.
With a final, sorrowful note, the music box shatters, and the house is filled with blinding light. Emily finds herself standing outside the house, the sun rising on a new day. As the first light of dawn broke through the darkness, Emily knew that the spirit had finally found peace. The house stood silent, its haunting melody now just a memory. Emily walks away from the house, her heart heavy with the weight of the past. But she knows that she has helped to heal a wounded soul, and for that, she is grateful. And so, the house remained silent, its secrets buried deep within its walls. But some say that on quiet nights, if you listen closely, you can still hear the faint strains of a haunting melody, a reminder of the power of love and the price of betrayal.